It's been an incredibly difficult few weeks for the city and our region. We've seen 3 elected leaders resign, including the former board president, Lewis Reed, just yesterday, amid troubling allegations of bribery and corruption. If proven to be true, the self-dealing and corruption outlined in these indictments is completely unacceptable, illustrating how little these 3 individuals thought of their colleagues, of the people they were elected to serve, and of our entire city. The pay-to-play allegations in the indictment speak for themselves. What we can't measure are the businesses, the grocery stores, the homes that never came to St. Louis, particularly North St. Louis, because of issues like these. While I wholeheartedly believe that people are innocent until proven guilty, I also recognize, and I think our city does too, that the disturbing federal corruption charges brought against Lewis Reed, Jeffrey Boyd, and John Collins Muhammad prevented them from doing the job that they were elected to do, to faithfully serve the residents of St. Louis. City residents will be better served by residents who are not facing federal indictments, and all 3 did the right thing by resigning. The U.S. Attorney has pulled back the curtain on how certain politicians can exploit our city government for their own personal gain and profit. Let me be absolutely clear. No one wins in this situation. When politicians break the law to serve themselves instead of the people they were elected to serve, everyone loses. Everyone, including political opponents and the families of those indicted. I understand firsthand what it's like to keep loving someone unconditionally, even as they face consequences for their actions. That's a feeling families across St. Louis empathize with. Each day, I have taken time to pray for the families of those indicted, for those who have seen their futures thrown into limbo this past week. I know what it's like. So to all who are listening, please give grace and pray for those who are suffering through no fault of their own. St. Louisans' faith in their government has been shaken once again, betrayed by those who allegedly sought to use their public office for private profit. As elected officials, we recognize the trust we often hold is fragile. In this case, that confidence has been shattered by the serious corruption charges outlined in these federal indictments against 3 prominent elected leaders. Some steps are already being taken to pull these pieces back together and restore integrity. SLDC has been working to create a more transparent, accountable tax incentive system, and that work continues. Earlier this week, SLDC announced a freeze on LRA transactions from July to October as the agency looks to assess and standardize its practices and processes. And an important point for clarity, according to SLDC, LRA did not grant an abatement for the property in question. The developer will be required to pay current taxes and any and all future incremental taxes on this project. My administration is currently reviewing potential ethics language and legislation that the city can implement to guarantee that elected leaders work for the people who elected them, not special interests and insiders. I said yesterday that this is a dispiriting but necessary moment of reflection for St. Louis. This is a stain on our city, but it will not prevent us from becoming fairer, safer, and stronger. As elected leaders, we must think big and work together to begin the difficult work of rebuilding a fragile trust and integrity that these disturbing corruption charges have shattered. Thank you.